Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From midfield, here's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Carr now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. 7 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Carr will look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now a first down following that long gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his...
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Levine Toilolo, 29 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep him within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. One final try now for Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.